guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. And please don't forget to check out my website, waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your certified Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you my weekly What I Have Been Warming video, and in this particular one I do have the new summer collection bars reviewed, as well as just a smattering of other things that are newer to me, and I hope that we will have a wonderful time, so let's dive right in. First off, I will do the summer bars, and I do have oils here from the summer collection and what my daughter did to pair them in her room with bars. But first off, I have all of the summer collection bars here, and I have had a really good time warming these to talk to you guys about. So I will start with which one is my least favorite. So the cucumber and cactus water. I by no means dislike it, but it is my least favorite of the four. Reason being that when I warm it, there is a distinct note that must truly be a cactus oil smell that I found in white tea and cactus, which is a scent I really don't care for. This one is much more mild, but it's got that little bit of almost like a pickly background to it. So this one's much more fresh, it's very light, it's very green. I will definitely like it. I just did a cold sniff review on the Lion King bars. This might be very nice with their jungle type bar, which is their second Lion King one. So I know that people are absolutely loving this, and I don't mind it. I will enjoy melting it, but I'm probably not going to get more. I got 3 bars to start with so that I would have plenty of time to review and melt with without any guilt. But this one is at the bottom of my list. The next one, which is really hard for me to decide because the other 3, even though I thought one of these was not going to be my favorite, these other 3 I've really enjoyed. So, Feelin' Punchy seems to be the most controversial to everybody out there in Scentsy-land. I've been enjoying all the reviews and the different thoughts from people. Some people hate fruit punch smells, and I get it. I didn't really used to be a fan. And this one's very saturated, I will say that. This is an incredibly saturated scent. So it has tangerine, I believe, pink lemon, and a fruit punch juice. But what I get out of it is just happiness. It is a happy smell. It is a very, really like enveloping smell, and I have just been having a good old time with it. I did find that these two in adjacent rooms or alternating warmers, they're very different and they complement each other. So that's probably how I'll be using up my cactus and cucumber smell, because the Feelin' Punchy is so assertive that it kind of offsets the tartness and that little bit of a bite that's in the cactus one that I don't care for as much. So those are very good. I did put Feelin' Punchy in my quarterly club. I don't know whether I will keep it there or I will just order some more bars and put them away. But the next 2, now, 2020, we had Palm Beach Breeze, which I thought was going to be this beautiful peachy tropical smell. We got it, and I still to this day cannot even tell you what that bar smells like. The thing that it smells like the most is almost like a hair care product at a high-end salon. I think it was Patricia Gates that figured that out. It was an odd smell, it was a nice smell, but it was by no means like that wonderful lush fruitiness that I wanted. Then last year, we had mango and mandarin nectar, or mandarin and mango nectar, it was one of those combos. And that one, to me, was the off-putting, too juicy, too fruity scent. Like, to me, I will take the Feelin' Punchy any day over that mango and mandarin one. It was just, something about it I did not like. This year, Peachy and Palm Trees. Yes, they did it! This finally smells like what I wanted the last 3 seasons. Oh, it's so good. So this is peach, this is mango, and there's a smoothness from the coconut. And I cannot get enough of this bar. Oh, it's so good. And it's one of those that's kind of big va-va-voom at first, and then it dies down. So my only complaint with this is I kind of go nose blind, and I got to go out of the room and come back again. Oh, but is it good? And it's a kind of strong that's sort of floaty at the same time. So I even put a cube of this in my room, my bedroom one day, and I loved it. It wasn't too much. So this one is definitely in my club. I put it in my quarterly for now. I will be evaluating. This is either going to be a whole stack that I will order separately, which I probably won't because there are too many other things to order, or I'll be keeping this in my club. I might even move it to my bi-monthly so I can get a pile and then pull it, because this one is worth keeping around. Very nice. And then the last one is the one that I thought I would love the most, and I do love it, but it has a little bit different scent profile than I was hoping for. Doesn't mean I don't really like it. And I think this one's going to be incredibly good melted with a few of my other favorite tropical summer staples, and that is the Kukui and Coconut. This is lovely. But it does have a note, which has to be the Kukui, because I've never smelled this note in anything else, that I have to get used to. It's not at all offensive, and there's jasmine in here, and I really, really like it. But I think this is going to be one of those bars that you melt with White Sands, or you melt with Coconuts for Coconuts, you melt with Rio Beach, and it will just be in alternating warmers. I mean, a fantastic team player, and this will probably stay for the long haul because it is so unique. So, Kukui and Coconut is probably the one that I would value the most highly, but I really like Feelin' Punchy. I love that the Peachy and Palm Trees finally fulfilled my desire for a summer tropical peach scent, and they're just all really fun. None of them were a downer, and I'm going to enjoy them all very, very much. So, now let's move on to the oils. And what my daughter did, which I thought was so cool, is she took each of these. This one's the Jasmine and Cocobolo. This is the most floral. And she paired in her room some wax with the oil because our oils just aren't terribly strong. So she did a cube of the Coconuts for Coconuts and a cube of the Kukui and Coconut in different warmers, and her room's quite small, so you really get a saturated punch of scent when you go in there with this oil. And it brought out all those different notes because this is very floral. It's really pretty. This is probably my favorite of the three oils, and it was just lovely. So this was her scent pairing for this. So if you happen to be one who diffuses and melts all throughout the house, then that might be a great way to tie smells together and really support your oil well. So then the next one that she did was our Calamansi and Coconut. And one of these, well actually both of these bars are retired, so I apologize if this pairing is not going to be good for most people because you don't have the supplies, but she did lemon verbena, which really supported that Cocobolo, which is like a, I think it's a Japanese lime, if I remember right, from one of the wonderful subscribers who knew about those types of things. And then Rio Beach. And this is such a good scent. It was in my club for a little while. I've got one full bar left, plus these 3 cubes. This is one that would be great to vote back. If we could do this and White Sands in the same Bring Back My Bar for Summer, you guys would all just be so happy. So I don't remember exactly what's in this. This is sort of a suntan smell. I think it has tonka bean in it or something very much like that. It's a little bit deeper. It's like certain really sophisticated tanning oil smells, not sunscreen, but the tanning oil for people who want to really amp up on their tan, which I can't do. As you can see, I get a little bit of sun, all my freckles come out, and I don't really peel, but I get red, and then I don't tan a lot after that. So anyway, these and this together, wonderful. I might even do this, the rest of this, in the house and maybe steal her diffuser for a day. I don't know. It was so nice. And then the last of the oils that were in our cute little Sweet Sunshine summer collection is this one, which is the Beach Berry Smoothie. And this is probably the most typical of the 3. I forgot to smell this other one. This one's kind of sharp, and that's why the lemon verbena worked so well. So if you don't have lemon verbena, maybe a lemon sorbet or even cocoa lime would work to support that or replace that. You could probably do the Coconuts for Coconuts and cocoa lime, or Coconuts for Coconuts and lemon sorbet with that oil, and it would be pretty good. All right, so here, unfortunately, these are also retired. She did hibiscus water and Let's Get Punchy to go with the Beach Berry Smoothie. Now, I think you have a lot of options with Beach Berry Smoothie. You could just do something fruit punchy and then something creamy vanilla, because that's all in here. And those were really, really fun. So the Let's Get Punchy is my least favorite of the fruit punch scents that we have. That one was from the flash sale. It has more like red juice Hawaiian punch scent than either Paradise Punch or the new Feelin' Punchy. I prefer the other two. So that was the one day where I wasn't as excited about her room, but man, the other 2 times I'm like, can I just stay in here with you, honey? You did a great job with that. So that was really fun. Now, after all of that, I wanted to go back and get one of my other summer collection absolute faves. I have like 5 bars of last year's coconut daiquiri. It's not in my club anymore, but I got a stash. Oh, this bar. I still have a soap and coconut daiquiri from last year. I'm going to be putting that out. And this one has banana, it's got lime, it's got coconut, it has that little bite from like a daiquiri or a margarita kind of a background. Oh, it's good. And I don't drink, so I hope I have my, when I talk about tropical drinks, I'm just doing the best that I can, guys. Bear with me. This bar. It's not super, super strong, but it is summertime and it is happy and I just love it. So then I needed to support that fruity tropical creaminess. So I did some Camu Camu, which this one, I think, let me look up the notes in Camu Camu. It's the first time this year I've melted it. It's so nice. Mandarin, Camu Camu, and passion fruit. So you can definitely get the passion fruit in this bar. This is a fantastic summer staple. Oh, so good. So this with the coconut daiquiri. The coconut daiquiri isn't quite as strong, so I put that in the front room, and then this I put all the way in my Florida room so that they weren't running into each other. And then sort of as the mediator in the middle, I used some Dumbo, because Dumbo, it can just be a like springy, sweet, creamy fruit scent, but I feel like it sort of pushes into the tropical zone too. So it's got like mango and peach and orange and vanilla. And this was a good buffer in between because this is similar, honestly, to some of the creamy softness that's in coconut daiquiri. Yeah. And those 3 together were amazing. So then another day, I only did 2 cents because I had heard about this mix. Forgive me, I do not remember who came up with the mix, but I think I heard about it from Hannah Blazin, or I heard about it from Robin and Hannah Blazin made it up. I don't know, but you guys are all wonderful mixers because that's not something I do a ton of. I don't tend to make up and recommend a lot of mixes, but I have a few for the winter, but I love to play around with the mixes that you guys all come up with. So I had Bonfire Beach and my last 2 cubes of Vanilla Waves. And I'm not a huge fan of Vanilla Waves. This is probably the first time on my channel you guys have seen me even show this clamshell. This is the oddest vanilla scent to me. It's got like a little bit of seaside salt and caramel and then all the vanilla. All I get out of it is a strawberry shortcake doll in the 80s that I think her name was Angel Food Cake. And it's just weird. I don't know. It's one of those where I don't hate it, but I don't go out of my way to melt it. So I'll probably get 1 more bar. This is the way that I am, just so I can have it. So if somebody comes up with a cool mix, I'm not bummed out. But Bonfire Beach, by itself or mixed. So what I did is I had 2 cubes of this left. So I put 1 cube of this in my kindness warmer, and I put another cube of this in, I think, my aloe vera warmer in the back. And then the rest of the house, I put in several cubes and several warmers of the Bonfire Beach, and I put a cube in the same warmer as the Vanilla Waves, because I know personally Vanilla Waves is very bossy. To my nose, it takes over most things. So I needed a lot more Bonfire Beach in the house at the same time, and it was a lovely mix, I have to say that. It was good. But Bonfire Beach is great by itself or mixed with a lot of things. So this is one of the more unique profile scents that Scentsy makes for summer. So it has marshmallow, it has a little bit of flint, I believe, which is like a rock type note, not as deep as the one that's in Sandstone, which is like sandstone. It has the seaside and a beachiness, and it is the most clever bar. It's lighter and much summerier than your Marshmallow Fireside, which to me reads very smoky and heavy. That's that classic Bath & Body Works candle that everybody loves. So this one's definitely summerier, and it was great as a mix with Vanilla Waves. It was great in the rooms where it was by itself. I definitely need to get more. I did in an ancient clamshell. This one was getting a little abused, and then broke into this one too. So that was a great day. Thanks, guys, for the mixes. All right, what else do I have here? Ooh, now I'm realizing that with my Bring Back My Bar kit coming and some of the other things that are coming, I need to get through clamshells that only have a couple sorry little cubies hanging out in them. So I did a couple of interesting mix melt days to use these up. So I still have 2 cubes hanging around of lemon thyme berry. I got through a couple of them because I mixed that with Squeeze the Day. That was done in my kitchen one of these days. And lemon thyme berry It's by no means bad, but it was from Bring Back My Bar, and I don't love it, so I didn't get more. So this has berries, it has a little bit of like herbal thyme, and it has lemon. But I find it a little bit heavy, so I like to mix it with Squeeze the Day. So those are going in the kitchen, absolutely beautiful. And then another thing that I wanted to get through was the last 2 cubes of this clam of the last petal. This is so pretty. This one's in my floor room right now, and that is grapefruit and bergamot and like petals. It is a unique and elegant scent. If they bring this one back and you haven't tried it yet, and you like fruit or floral, and you want a little bit of sophistication, definitely try this one. It's really good. And what else did I do where I was just getting through the clam? Oh, yeah. Then another day, so those were all one day, I think. Oh, and then some Feelin' Punchy. I think I threw some Feelin' Punchy in that day too. All those were like citrus that went together. Another day, I was trying to get to the bottom of Lucky and Love. Now, I know a lot of people love this bar. And it's similar to, is this the Victoria's Secret Love Spell scent? The Lucky and Love. I don't love it. I mean, I don't hate it. I like it less than Lemon Thyme Berry even. So, you know, I probably ought to throw these last 2 cubes into my laundry room or downstairs just to get rid of them after this video, but that is not one that I get all excited about warming. So I did that in a couple of the warmers that don't get a lot of airflow. And then in the rest of the house, I put in a couple cubes of lemon verbena just to support what I'm going to show you. I finally got brave, and it's been, I don't know, 5 years probably, since I have melted Mystery Man. Now, why, you ask? Because the last time I melted this, I really didn't like it. But either my nose has changed, I've grown up, they've mellowed the formula, I don't know. This was really good, and I know that this has a verbena note, and I think that it has a bergamot note, and then definitely some sort of a resinous, manly, sandalwoody kind of a thing going on. And it was really nice. I would describe this as incredibly smooth and not as sharp and as heavy as I remember it being, and I liked it a lot better. And I will melt more of this, especially I think in the late summer. Maybe my problem was melting it in the winter, those heavy manly scents, unless they are warm at the same time, I tend to get overwhelmed by them. So that one definitely has cool undertones. It's not warmth with your cologne. Now, the other one that I put in the front room is one of my all-time favorite man smells, and that is World Traveler. And this one does have a warm undertone. Oh, this is like smoldery oak, not in a smoky way. There's just this gorgeous warm oakiness. Like you walked into a wood shop, and then there are berries like pomegranate and juicy berries on top of it. This is one of my absolute favorites. So this was warmer. So this was in the front room. And then the Mystery Man and Lemon Verbena were in the back room, and I had stuck Lucky and Love in the dining room just to kind of use it up. And it was great. It was very relaxing and low-key kind of a day. So then there was a day where I had been looking at a couple of the things in my melting basket, which this month's melting basket wasn't my favorite. It was more stuff like I need to melt this. So I got through a decent amount of my last clamshellable boy. I'm not going to buy this again. I thought I loved this when I purchased it like 2 seasons ago. And now, I don't know if it's because the bar is cured, it has sort of a almost burned note that I don't like. I think it's supposed to be vanilla and grapefruit and juicy, punchy scents. It's okay. And to mellow all that out, I added a lot of vanilla bean buttercream. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's just the bar, I was using some of my brick too. I got that Play-Doh note people complain about with vanilla bean buttercream. First time ever. I don't get it right now. Maybe it was just my brick. I don't know. But I was a little bit nervous because this has never turned on me until yesterday. And I hope it's not one of those things I can't unsmell. And then to go with those in some other rooms, I was doing some sugared strawberry, which is totally a hit. I love this scent. Will always love this scent. Hope that they never retire this. Oh, so good. This is like happy, juicy strawberry with lemon and currant. And in one warmer, I threw in a couple cubes of Paradise Punch just to kind of smooth out the oh boy, because I like this one better. Yeah, I like this one better. This scent has navel orange or Indian orange and some acai berry. It is juicy and happy. So It sort of ended up smelling like punchy strawberry shortcake in the house with all those different things mixing, but I got through some cubes, which is really, really necessary right now to get ready for this payload of bars that's coming in. And bedrooms. I am still absolutely in love with Cinderella. I moved my desert bloom warmer into my bedroom, so I don't have any light with my warmer right now, but oh my gosh, that warmer is so kind to temperamental bars that don't throw very well. So if you've been on the fence about buying that or the aloe vera, they're very similar in performance, but the desert bloom is so cute. It was May's warmer of the month. I think it's still available. It is so, so good. Its performance is wonderful. So I put 2 cubes of Cinderella in there, and I actually had 2 days out of this bar. It is so elegant. It's so pretty. Forget-me-not and gardenia and something called frosted lemon. Beautiful. Totally loved it. All right, and then another day, one of the most temperamental bars that I own that I love the scent of, it was going to bring back my bar last summer, is Summer Soleil. This thing's just difficult to get to perform. But it's fluffy marshmallow, vanilla, pineapple, and coconut, which are like my favorite smells for summertime. And this only gave me almost a full day in there, but it performed very well during that time period. So I could smell it. It was lovely. I've got like 2 bars left, and I'm going to enjoy them very much. But if I put this even in like that warmer, which is a great warmer for almost all smells, I would never smell it in there. This is a larger room, and that type of warmer just blows this kind of scent right out, and I can't smell it. But the way that the desert bloom is shaped might help too, because it's so low and small, it just kind of cradles the wax. I am so, so happy with that one. I cannot say enough good about it. All right, and another one that's notoriously temperamental. I put this in the kitchen on the same day as Bonfire Beach. It was so good, and I put it in my bedroom. It was from the flash sale, is the lovely Coastal Strawberry. Now, I have 3 bars. I think one bar might be stronger than another because this bar was good. I smelled it beautifully in the kitchen, and I only used 1 cube in my bedroom. It went beautifully all day, honestly, into the next morning, and I was really happily surprised. So Coastal Strawberry is one of those unicorn bars that people talk about all the time, and I wasn't sure if I was up to the hype. The first melt that I did with this, I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of weak, it's kind of yucky. Not yucky smell, but just like yucky throat. Oh man, this second melt, I don't know if I just got the cubes that had enough oils in them or what, but wow, I can see why people are addicted to this bar. It has jasmine, it's got this gentle strawberry, it's very fresh, which is why it was actually really good in different warmers with Bonfire Beach. Really nice day. It felt very coastal, not tropical, not farm, but fresh and coastal and airy, and it was great. And I am really rambling today. We're up to almost 25 minutes. I don't usually do this. So I'm almost done. And then last but not least, one of the bars that's been getting a lot of back and forth tug of war with people's opinions is the Mother's Day Whipped Vanilla Lavender. I love the scent, but it's a little bit temperamental on throat. Some people are getting good performance, some people are getting no performance. I get kind of in the middle, where as long as it's a small to medium-sized room, I'm good, and I'm not going to get more than like 24 hours out of it. So I put 1 cube of this in my desert bloom warmer in my room. I was enjoying that last night and this morning. Oh, so pretty. Because it's lavender, but with the coconut milk and the vanilla, it's soft, it's rounded, where French lavender is gorgeous, but it's a little bit herbal and sharp, not too much so, but it's just sharper than this. This one's so relaxing. Like you want to get the body cream and the Scentsy soak and all the things in this and just wrap yourself in the smell, which I didn't get any of those because I have a backlog of other scents in all that stuff where I need to use it up. I don't care how many bars I have in my house, but I just can't overdo everything Scentsy makes, right? I stick to wax and warmers pretty much for my overdoing it. So that is everything I've been getting through. I hope you guys got through this whole thing. And what I wanted to know, what was my question of the week? I had come up with a really cute question of the week for you guys, but I don't remember what it was. So if you guys have any questions for me, we'll do that this week. Any questions, something I have not answered that you would like to know, or puzzled by something that Scentsy does, whatever I can do to help, please leave me a comment about something, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.